say June 4th, but I thought you bring to wear shorts, that's going to be cold.
I could have frozen to death last night.
Yeah.
I mean, I sat here just a shiver. It's terrible. Time before it's
Steal 'em? Well, you didn't.
Yeah, you like me last week. I thought I was going to buy out there.
Mr. Rowe.
Yes, sir. How you doing? How you doing? Good. Okay.
Get ready. Get the jacket on.
You good yourself?
well. How about you?
And here I got shorts on.
How's that for you?
That is good. Everybody might have seen me.
I wear winter clothes when I come here. I wear winter clothes.
My son, he'd have
Now my wife, she'll run the house down to about 62. Oh, that's what she likes. The wind to be fogging up. I zoom in it.
Well, I like it cool. I don't like sleep on. I can't sleep on. I don't want to go.
You got plans for the summer?
I think the hottest I've ever slept was down in Broken Bow.
Hey, then you better do it.
Let me available.
Won't let me.
She won't let you. Why not?
It's always just come set in the way. I think Peters did something to it. Record.
All right. Are the kids okay?
Oh, yeah.
I was ignorant. I mean, Ichabod said that.
Huh?
I said, what's up, Mr. Hicks?
I
It
know.
wasn't intentional.
Everybody.
They look alike.
What?
They look alike. One just has a bigger belly.
Yeah.
Neither one of them heard you. You got away with
Neither
that.
one can hear. What's up, Bob? How are you? We missed you last week.
I'm good.
How you doing? Good.
I was on a cruise.
Oh, where'd you go to?
Cozumel and Coast Mile.
You didn't bring no COVID back, did you? Hey, you didn't get, you better be glad you're back over here instead of going over like everybody else, turning like Pecos or whatever, and they leaving shells and they, I don't know why they can't find it when they left the airport and then get to another airport. Then they had on the way back,
You know
they
how we
find
did
it.
that? We bought brand new luggage. I never put anything in it.
I don't blame you. I tell you,
I wasn't about to play that game.
one time this happened to me. I was going to Dallas for a job interview, which I knew I didn't want to take the job. I just wanted, fly, and they flew me there. So I had reported this gun missing because I couldn't find it. I mean, it's been missing for like 3 years or more. So I get my little black briefcase out of the car, and a little thing was driving me up to the airport, and I opened it up, and put my car keys down, like, holy shit, the gun. I said, stop. I gotta go back, finally got, oh my God. That story would not go over. I would be still in jail now.
Right.
Woo,
Bad
Lord.
enough it was a gun, but then it would have been reported as a stolen gun.
Yes, I know, right? They just knew I was
Calm
going
down
to kill
and
somebody.
I mean, you're going to have.
Man, I still think about that.
They're leaving
It's
Saturday
like,
for Durant for 5 days through the school.
You need to go on a cruise too.
They're gonna put,
I haven't been on a
they're
cruise
gonna let us-
in 10
they're gonna give
years.
us $500 to
Maybe my mom
gamble.
will
Let
go.
us spend 5.
either this year or next year somewhere.
No, I gotta go down there for class.
Yeah, but he's going to cruise every year for 15
I better shut up. That'll be all over.
times.
Yeah, school playing the teacher.
I need to take her on one. I said she start acting right.
That's good.
I don't want to go.
Well, I'll tell you.
Hey, you should have to get on there and go wild.
I know, right? Hey, that's what she does sometimes.
I didn't do that.
Oh.
Laura does those. Laura does those couples for me. I saw this. I was like, did I do the need to?
I'll
She doesn't know what day.
I almost, I said,
saw
wait a minute.
Are we meeting on Tuesday?
That's
And
what I thought too.
I didn't even.
Then I
look.
looked in here and I said, oh no, they
Yeah,
just.
she messaged me, she's like, can we meet Tuesday? I'm like, what is Tuesday at? I'm like, no, it's the third.
I told him, I said, for once, this is, I don't make mistakes, but Laura makes these come up. And believe me, the rest of the mistakes that are in there,
Don't claim them, don't
they're
claim
all
nothing.
mine. I'd be the first one to tell you.
Are you cold?
Shoot, yeah, I'm cold.
It's summer.
That almost freezes me to death everywhere I go. I'll take a coat wherever I'm at.
Yeah, I caught that. I was.
Yeah, I went to Anna's service.
I did do
She sure was a good lady too.
I didn't know if you'd been here when the mayor said that they were going live.
Oh, yeah. Thank you.
He's always in trouble.
Shoot.
You doing all right? Hi.
Doing okay? Doing okay?
Yeah. I think.
Long day.
Yeah, it's been a long
Yeah.
day.
Hey, what's going on? How you doing? Good. Bob,
You doing okay?
did you go to school?
Yeah, I'm good.
Sorry?
You went to school, okay.
Yeah.
Did you ever know Dwight Gibbons? You know he passed away?
I did not.
What's all this?
They had his funeral Saturday.
A lot of other cities,
They ran
basically, when there's an agenda item.
Don't what?
I was trying to figure that out myself. That's the first time I've seen it.
That's becoming a theme here lately.
You got that? I said,
Basically, you list it all out there, then there's no question down the road.
I'd like to get started early, get out here.
I read that.
No, it just
This day to be over.
details what came.
It's this enormous building has that shape on it up there. It's south. Really? Tulsa as well. I thought. And some.
No, it's basically what we're gonna do, but now it's out here in black and white.
And we were like trying to like, something like that. But leave those options, you know.
I thought the Muskogee way was clean. I'll have to do it after, I'll have to do it after council.
Doesn't have all the words.
Yeah.
You said that.
Streamlining.
You said that.
Okay? Doing okay?
Streamlining.
Sometimes, yeah. It just depends on what
You strike them.
but usually on the agenda. Well,
You strike them and then strike.
I can't say
What would you strike them? You're not a union.
Well, not strike something from the.
I'm mad because you technically started.
What we gonna do?
I'm going in September.
No,
I know.
yeah, no, I can't.
Have you really? I do.
Stuff like that. And like Honduras, yeah.
Where you going?
Same place you went with Honduras.
Oh, yeah? It'll be fun.
Yeah,
You about to go on one?
yeah. The only reason we picked that one is because it has,
cruise?
yeah, it has sloth. Hey, a sloth.
hard to get good.
Oh, yeah.
My son loves sloth.
The hell you go to the zoo and see, well, he'll save some money.
Yeah.
people try to run.
He ain't never been on a cruise before, and his daddy wants all of his kids, okay? That's cool.
All right.
So there's gonna be,
All right, everybody ready?
I probably see.
Let me give you a minute.
Yeah.
Like to call the City of Wagoner regular business meeting, 7 o'clock, June 3rd. Brother Von Wald, if you would, please.
Take off our hats, bow our heads and our hearts in the word of prayer. Heavenly Father, we thank you so much for your goodness. Thank you, Lord, for this beautiful day, God, that you've given to us. Lord, we needed some rain, and we're thankful, God, for it. We just ask, God, that you would bless bless this time together tonight. I pray, God, that you would grant wisdom, Lord, unto those, God, that are making decisions. God, give wisdom, guidance, and direction. Lord, I pray that peace would rule and reign, that God, that you would help people, Lord God, to be mindful, Lord, as to how that they speak towards one another, and that God, that this would be a peace-filled meeting. And Lord, as you bring these things about, we will give you thanks and praise in Jesus' name.
Amen.
Amen. Bob?
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Item number 3 is consider approval of minutes of May 6, 13, and 23, 2024.
So moved.
Second.
Have a motion and a second. Any discussion? Please call the roll.
Wagoner,
Yes.
Abernathy,
Yes.
Higginbottom,
Yes.
Sampson,
Yes.
Leonard,
Yes.
Wright,
Yes.
Butler,
Yes.
Roden.
Yes.
Item number 4, consider approval or denial of claims for May 2024 to include city numbers 204 through 229 are manual warrants. EMS numbers 127 through 142 are manual warrants. Economic Development Fund numbers 50 through 54. City capital projects numbers 13 and 14.
So moved.
Second.
Oh, Brenda has a question. Go ahead, Brenda.
I have a question on, Green Country Wildlife.
Which one is that?
It is.
That's our pest control, I believe.
Well, we have Warner Pest Control, and then we have Green Country Wildlife Specialist Control. What's that for?
Warner Pest Control is weed control, like on all of the city hall, several of our facilities, and then the Green Country Wildlife is actual spraying of the buildings.
Okay.
On development services, David's new tires, what was new tires put on, the van? Or
No, that was put on Gordon's truck. I believe that's what that one is, correct?
what do you need new tires for? It's with you. On the street, what's TLS group, what is that?
Do what now?
TLS groups. TLS, groups. Is,
It's on the street department.
yep, oh, it's 24-010087, and then it's 011116. Annual inspection and maintenance.
Got to do with the street lights and traffic control.
I think the TLS is traffic lighting systems, I believe. That's what it's.
Dude, that are traffic light solutions. It's
Yeah.
one of them.
One of the, yeah.
Or systems. I can't remember. It's one of those.
Good, thank you.
I have one on the museum. Sherry Hines, a contract labor for $1,000. Is that gonna be like every month thing, or does she work all the time? Or,
So it's funny you say that. I brought that up with Dale today in budget. Ms. Hines is leaving with Dale. What that is they're doing inventory on all the stuff.
I got a question about the contract labor as well. Moving forward, I mean, because I know that we need money allocated for contract labor, but just being honest, I didn't, and for the longest time, I didn't know that contract labor was utilized for just anything. So just kind of wanted to know if we'll be able to have more clarity on it before something like that's done. Because, I mean, didn't know anything about it until you know, and it could be my fault not looking deeper into something, but I figured if there's contract labor and we have whatever, $50,000 allocated in that, or whatever it is, that, you know, we need to know kind of what it's being utilized for, because I didn't know it was utilized for that. The last, I don't know how long has it been used for.
Several years.
Yeah, so, but I don't know if we could make a point to make sure that we at least know where it's going, and I know we have manual warrants and stuff like that, but again, it's just something that slipped by me, and
Go ahead. You done?
yeah, I'm done.
Okay. I want, on Prestige Building at the park, is we gonna be able to do something about that park bathrooms, you know, like, is it the doors we need replaced, or what is it that we need to replace so it don't get vandalized every month? Huh? What'd you say?
So, we kinda talked about that today as well, and that's something I wanna look into going forward. We're gonna look at, you remember when the Cherokee Nation talked, the gentleman talked about that bathroom for Lincoln? We wanna look if they'll do that, and possibility, if they don't do that, why don't we just put porta potties up? I mean, we're at the point where they're tearing them up. Is,
I mean, it's like every month, I mean, it's something, the sink, the toilet, is something.
so, that's.
There's no way to put
I-
cameras out there?
There's
Or
not.
no internet?
Well, I get what you guys are saying, but that's a quality of life thing. I mean, just being honest, like, I wouldn't wanna go to a ball game and sit on a porta potty, and then you don't have, I mean, you don't have anything to wash your hands and stuff like that. I mean, it's something that needs to stay, but we just need to do some more to reinforce what we have there. If that's, I don't know, shutting the bathrooms down at a certain time and locking them up, but I mean.
Well, the issue there is you run into, you know, do we have the police department come unlock it on Saturday and Sunday? What if they're on a call? And then who comes and unlocks it? And then we have to pay minimum 2 hours overtime to a park employee for them to come unlock it. It's, trust me, I know what you mean. I'm trying to rack my head on it too.
Maybe it's something we can investigate.
Chief, what's your opinion on
You know, we've tried locking it and us unlocking it. Saturday mornings, Sunday mornings, especially Saturday mornings are really tough.
Right.
You know, you get those calls and then it doesn't happen, and then you get people calling, raising Cain because they're out there and they need to use the facilities. And, you know, trust me, you know, we have staff meetings every week, and that's been a topic of conversation
A big one.
for
Years.
years, not months, years. And we've tried different things. We've tried locking them, we've tried not locking them, and things like that. And I think at some point, there's gotta be some sort of a solution to be able to, probably get cameras out there. And that's probably gonna be the best option, is to be able to find that solution as to get, you know, a camera system out there. I was looking during budget season, in regards to, some cameras at the PD. And, one of the demos that we actually, were watching, this company was telling us that we can put cameras anywhere. We can put cameras in a field. So, I did request them to send me some information on that, because when he said that, the park was the first thing that I thought of when they were talking about just putting them out in the field. So, I have not gotten that from them yet, but that is, probably, at some point, probably gonna be the best solution, is, you know, get some cameras out there and
See what's going on.
Well, it's Jimmy and Patrick's ward. I mean, there's Saturdays you guys can get.
You're right, you know, I've done that for like, yeah, you're right, I've done that for 3 or 4 years already, being the director of the baseball.
I agree with you.
I've done that for 3, 4 years, yeah, I could do that too.
Last 10 years, I've been turning
I think y'all need to take
lights.
turns. Y'all take turns.
I'd go to the daughter's house and turn the lights
Well,
off
if we
all the
only,
time.
yeah.
But,
We
I mean,
even
yeah,
talked
something.
about putting a roll-up overhead door on the front of it, and
What is that? Oh, you talking about like an actual
where they can't get into
steel
that little
door?
walk-in
Yeah.
area, but then if we do that too, Who unlocks it?
Well, you know what, I mean, what we paying almost like, let's say $600-700 a month, it almost is worth it just to even put internet system out there, you know, to put a cameras.
It was pretty pricey on the internet.
You tried like a security alarm?
She got a quote from, was it Windstream? Or,
Windstream, yeah.
and it wasn't very good internet that they could offer right there, but it was pricey.
Yeah,
Because they were gonna have to run that cable all the way there.
Yeah, there's no fiber down there, so it was gonna be like not a fiber internet, and it wasn't even a whole lot of speed, but it was pretty pricey.
Kelly's working on a deal right now also through FirstNet that, Kelly, that's just kinda like a little mobile box, correct? It's
Just a small box like this, we're running our whole station off one now. We had Suddenlink and Windstream, we didn't have anything, and Suddenlink, we just had trouble with it. That one box is running everything we have right now. We bought another one in just to use like if the internet phones go down or something like that. We tried it at the Civic Center out there, and it gave about 90 megs on the 2G, it gave about 90 megs on the download and 20 or 30 megs on the upload. That'd be your best bet for something like that, is put a wireless service, because you pay $349 for the device, and since it's FirstNet and it's a city, it costs $45 a month.
Because-
I know we don't have an exact number, but if you get the 5G, when you're doing the 5G, it's 200 and something megs download,
The-
like 60 something on the other one.
The deal I wanted to talk about with that too was because we don't have internet at the Civic Center, so when we go out, have a quorum or anything out there, a lot of times they run into issues on broadcasting it, so I wanna look at getting internet there and down there.
What are we spending on average yearly to fix that bathroom?
Depends, I don't know how you put it on there, you know. It's your fall, winter, not much, summertime picks up. Kenneth does, and don't blame him one bit, it's our tax dollars, he puts the cheapest stuff back in there, cheapest toilet, cheapest
Right.
toilet paper holder, so it just depends.
Time to hold some parents accountable for their kids' actions.
You gotta catch him first.
Let's get a camera, and then we'll go from there.
You know, we can't put it inside, so.
No.
No, we know that, be put it at the door. We wanna be
Seeing
inside.
that's another problem, let's say it's Saturday evening, 40 kids go in there, how do you know which one did it?
One thing that would do for you, it'd give you a timeline, if you kept seeing the same kids go in at certain days.
Yeah.
And how long
It's-
they in there?
And if you do locate who it is, you've got the evidence to back it up. And if you're gonna try and prosecute to recoup damages or anything like that, that's what they're gonna want. They're gonna want some sort of evidence to be able to prove that they were there.
I think we need to look at the legal aspect of putting cameras, facing the bathroom too, along with, what it's gonna cost us.
I don't think there's anything legal about it, cause you go down to OK, they got cameras on their bathrooms.
They do.
right there.
I think what you'd have to do is you almost put it
Yeah, they had,
at the top of the opening facing out, so you'd see them coming, cause you walk in there, it's not just a bathroom, you step in, there's a little corridor, and so you'd have it on the outside of that and see who's coming in and out.
You have to make sure, that probably would be a good spot, that they come from the side and knock it out. Probably want to put it on like the Parks building right there, pointing that way. That way it's high enough where they can't destroy it easy, If you put them in a certain spot, they'll go on the side,
Copy.
knock the camera out if it's low enough, and if you put them up high enough in that spot where you're looking across, it's where you kind of deter a little bit. That don't mean they can't do it.
Kelly, what are you trying to tell us about your childhood?
We had to put cameras at the fire station. We had somebody drop a mattress off there one day. Guy just pulled in, said he didn't know what to do with it, left a note. Didn't know what to do with it, left it sitting on the mattress. We were able to get his tag, weren't we? Off camera.
Any other questions?
No, I think we're.
Gayla? Brenda?
Associates is this like partial payment for audit? Is that what it is?
Yes.
Okay.
Which one is it? What do we do? Okay.
General government.
Okay.
You're fine. Brenda, you have
And-
one?
Who was my motion and who was my second? I'm sorry.
Larry and Jimmy?
Larry and Jimmy. Thank you.
Any further discussion? Gail, you done?
I'm done, thank you.
Okay, no problem. Have a motion, second, please call the roll.
Abernathy?
Yes.
Butler?
Yes.
Leonard?
Yes.
Wright?
Yes.
Wagoner?
Yes.
Sampson?
Yes.
Higginbottom?
Yes.
Roden?
Yes.
Item number 5 is the mayor's report.
Okay, so first of all, we'll do Employee of the Month. Our first Employee of the Month isn't here, that is Heather Cameron. She is a employee with the library. She's actually working tonight with the Summer Adult Reading Program, which is every Monday from 6:30 to 8 until July 15th. Our next one is Lindsay Richmond. She is a clerk at the utility office. Not a very long mayor's report every 2 weeks. First thing I'm gonna touch base on, you might have noticed some new wording above item number 1 on the agenda. So just kind of want to touch basis on that. What that is several cities in the state, City of Tulsa, Muskogee, Sand Springs, Sapulpa, Sallisaw, lots more, are all using something similar to this. Maybe not exactly like it word for word, but pretty close. It just simplifies the agenda. Doesn't change anything. It just simplifies the wording. My next thing is I want to talk about, yesterday we had some more vandalism with the community building. On the VFW side, the community building, somebody knocked out 6 windows. And I want to tell the Wagoner Police Department, they did a fantastic job. These individuals committed some other crimes, and within a little over 12 hours, they had them in custody. So, very, very happy about that. Also, like to thank Michael Wyrick. He's a local handyman. He had his staff out there yesterday to board up the windows. So that's you're going to be seeing some work on the community building, putting new windows in. That's really all I have to say for these last 2 weeks. Thank you.
Just had a quick question just about the council may adopt and approve and stuff like that. I know that we have, the only reason I'm asking as far as legal, we're only one of 3 that's a aldermanic government. So, I mean, I know like the ones you named off were, they don't have the same form of government we have. So this right here, I mean, as far as legal, it's
Oh,
it's
yeah.
okay. Cause like I said, we're pretty unique, you know, compared to literally 77 counties and
It
hundreds and hundreds
shouldn't
of,
have to do anything with the
municipal
aldermanic
government.
form, just the agenda.
I just wanted to double check. I mean, as long as,
Mr. Hicks?
I don't know exactly how many there are, but there are many more than 3.
No,
Is it-
aldermanic forms?
That's
Okay.
where all that, yeah.
Yes.
might be 6 that I know about. I know it's 3.
I thought there was only 3 too.
Statutory automatic, they do have a charter, but they're,
More than 6?
form statutory automatic with.
I'm gonna have to research that again.
But
'cause
there are
I-
many statutory automatic forms we have.
That's all I have.
Item number 6, consider approval of invoice number 23A03351-3 from Garver LLC in the amount of $23,967.33 for Hefner Easley Airport Taxiway Rehabilitation Phase 2.
Discussion? Entertain a motion?
So made. Second.
Have a motion and a second. Please call the roll.
Wright,
No.
Wagoner,
Yes.
Butler,
Yes.
Higginbottom,
Yes.
Abernathy,
Yes.
Roden,
Yes.
Leonard,
No.
Sampson,
Yes.
Item number 7, consider approval of renewal addendum with Kinetic by Windstream for phone services identified by quote number 204-967-380-custom special-MUL-O2C-2024-0501.
Any discussion? Entertain a motion?
So made. Second.
Have a motion and a second. Please call the roll.
Wagoner,
Yes.
Higginbottom,
Yes.
Butler,
Yes.
Abernathy,
Yes.
Wright,
Yes.
Roden,
Yes.
Sampson,
Yes.
Leonard,
Yes.
Item number 8, consider approval of an amendment to Windstream agreement, amending the agreement identified by quote number 204-967-380-custom special-MUL-O2C TC-2024-0501.
Any discussion? Entertain a motion?
So made. Second.
Have a motion and a second. Please call the roll.
Butler,
Yes.
Leonard,
Yes.
Abernathy,
Yes.
Higginbottom,
Yes.
Sampson,
Yes.
Wagoner,
Yes.
Roden,
Yes.
Wright,
Yes.
Item number 9, consider authorization for invitation for bids on the following items. A, 1.5-inch crusher run, FOB plant. B, 3/4-inch Class A rock, FOB plant. C, fill sand, FOB plant. D, quarterly pest control for 17 city properties. E, Class C hot lay, FOB plant. F, cold patch asphalt, FOB plant. And G, quarterly street sweeping.
Discussion?
I don't know if that quarterly street sweeping is doing any good. I mean, I haven't noticed it when they sweep, when they sweep.
Supposed to be, Thomas called them, they're supposed to be coming, because it's, it's, yeah, for Summerfest. When was the last time?
It's been a while because we had all the construction downtown, so, really wasn't any need for them to come sweep
Yeah.
down the street.
So we don't pay for that, do we?
We only pay them when they do it.
When they do it? Okay. And, do we not have the bid in here for like, lawn care in here? Or it's gonna be on next one? I don't see it on. I see pest control.
For lawn care for, like, what Warner does?
No.
Is that what you're
she's
talking about? Or are you talking about like when,
We hire somebody to go mow a dilapidated,
oh, okay. I don't, that one's done through development services. I'm sorry, I don't know.
I think we talked about that last
Yeah,
time,
you
and
can bid it out, you just can't extend it. It has
What was
to
that?
be- It has to be bid.
we're, yeah, from my understanding, it's supposedly bidded out, and I think
Yeah, we
Jessica,
never-
she's not here.
She's on vacation.
Yeah, because last time she said something about that no one could beat the bid, but that doesn't mean,
Don't matter.
yeah, it doesn't matter.
Any other question?
FOB, what's that stand for?
Right on board.
Freight on board. It means we go pick it up,
Okay.
basically.
Any other discussion? Take a motion.
So made.
Second.
Have a motion and a second. Please call the roll.
Wagoner,
Yes.
Higginbottom,
Yes.
Roden,
Yes.
Butler,
Yes.
Wright,
Yes.
Leonard,
Yes.
Sampson,
Yes.
Abernathy.
Yes.
Item number 10, consider entering into a memorandum of understanding with Wagoner Public Schools for 2 school resource officers.
This, like, application for somebody to do this, or it is reoccurring?
No, this is call it a re-up. You know, we do this every year
Yeah,
with
yeah.
them.
But not-
This is
The
going into
annual
partnership with
expires
them.
June 30th.
Yeah,
Yeah, we're,
Contract runs July 1 to June 30th.
okay,
So we have to do that every year, so
okay.
All right,
those officers continue to get paid.
so many.
Second.
Got it.
the-
We have to.
Patrick.
have a motion and a second. Any further discussion?
Who's second?
Please call the roll.
Leonard,
Yes.
Butler,
Yes.
Abernathy,
Yes.
Wagoner,
Yes.
Higginbottom,
Yes.
Sampson,
Yes.
Wright,
Yes.
Roden,
Yes.
Item number 11, consider approval of ordinance number 972, an ordinance closing a part of the platted right-of-way for South Mary Avenue, adjacent to a portion of the south half of Lot 2, Powell Acres, being a subdivision of part of the southwest quarter of the northwest quarter of Section 16, Township 17 North, Range 18 East of the Indian Basin Meridian, City of Wagoner, Wagoner County, State of Oklahoma, according to the U.S. Government Survey thereof, recorded as Plat Book 7, page 43, reserving certain easements therein, repealing any ordinances in conflict therewith, and declaring an emergency.
Any discussion? Entertain a motion.
So made. Second.
Have a motion and a second. Please call the roll.
Abernathy,
Yes.
Butler,
Yes.
Roden,
Yes.
Wagoner,
Yes.
Higginbottom,
Yes.
Sampson,
Yes.
Wright,
Yes.
Leonard.
Yes.
Item number 12, consider approval of ordinance number 973, an ordinance closing an easement located in a part of the south half of Lot 2, Powell Acres, being a subdivision of part of the southwest quarter of the northwest quarter, Section 16, Township 17 North, Range 18 East of the Indian Basin Meridian, City of Wagoner, Wagoner County, State of Oklahoma, according to the U.S. Government Survey thereof, recorded as Plat Book 7, page 43, repealing all ordinances in conflict therewith and declaring an emergency.
Any discussion? Entertain a motion.
So made.
Second.
Have a motion and a second. Please call the roll.
Higginbottom,
Yes.
Roden,
Yes.
Butler,
Yes.
Sampson,
Yes.
Leonard,
Yes.
Abernathy,
Yes.
Wright,
Yes.
Wagoner.
Yes.
Item number 13, consider approval of resolution number 758, a resolution of the City of Wagoner, Oklahoma, amending the fiscal year 2023-2024 City of Wagoner budget by appropriations in the various funds in the amount of $6,012.91 for the purpose of recognizing receipt of donations and grants.
Any discussion? Entertain a motion?
So made.
Second.
Have a motion second. Please call the roll.
Wagoner,
Yes.
Abernathy,
Yes.
Wright,
Yes.
Leonard,
Yes.
Higginbottom,
Yes.
Roden,
Yes.
Butler,
Yes.
Sampson.
Yes.
Item number 14 is unscheduled public appearances.
There were none.
Item number 15 is departmental reports.
Jimmy?
Good evening, Mayor, councilors. You should have the hospital report in your packets. If you have any questions about that, I'd be glad to answer those. Jimmy? Yes.
Passing the torch.
Testing. If there's no questions on the actual report, a couple of things that I wanted to report on from our business plan that we've been able to accomplish is that under the key initiatives box down there, if you take a look there, we have a swing bed certification. So swing bed is a post-acute service that we provide now for patients that they really no longer meet admission criteria to be in acute care as an inpatient, but they're really too weak to go home, or they're too weak to go to a more intensive long-term rehab. So we discharge them from inpatient and put them into what we call swing bed status. So it's a post-acute period of time where they receive intensive physical, speech, and occupational therapy. So it's called swing bed program, requires CMS approval, so we do have that officially in place now. And then the other thing that I wanted to mention is that we do have dialysis services again for inpatients. We don't do outpatient dialysis, but this would be for patients who have a medical condition. They come to the emergency room and say they have pneumonia or congestive heart failure or something like that, and they need to be admitted, but they happen to be a dialysis patient. If we can't dialyze them, we can't keep them there. We have to transfer them away. So we do have the dialysis services back in place again, so people who come to the hospital now that are dialysis patients, we can keep them there, continue their dialysis treatments while they're in the hospital. So just a couple of things that I wanted to mention from our business plan. Other than that, that's all I have for tonight, unless there's any questions.
Anyone?
How do you get hold of the foot doctor?
How do you get a hold of him? You grab him by the foot.
I mean, like, you know, I call after him, but does he have a direct line?
He does. Yeah, Dr. Calvig?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. I'll text you the information.
All right,
Yeah,
thank you.
You bet.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you, Jimmy.
Go ahead, Dwayne.
Ladies and gentlemen of the council, we opened the pool this last week. It's been pretty busy out there, in addition trying to dodge the weather and what Mother Nature's doing. The private bookings and our private parties have been filling up pretty quick. I mean, we've already had 24 booked. I think we only have like 17 slots left. So there's a big demand for the private parties going on out there as well, and it looks to be doing a good job. Street department, we've been busy in the signs, replacing faded signs and stop signs. Moving on, you know, May has been pretty wet, so trying to catch up with the grass and mowing. We've been backlogged in several places as well as the cemetery. I thought they did a pretty good job trying to be ahead of the Memorial Day conversation with the grass and stuff out there, giving what they had to deal with, and went along pretty good. Stormwater drainage, trying to keep the drains clear, opened up with all the rain and debris coming down from that aspect. As far as the stormwater projects, we have ran into a delay with ONG We're backlogged trying to get through O&G and their construction projects. We got about 3 different lines on South Casper all the way down to 3rd Street into inventory control that we're trying to get relocated through with O&G to relocate that. Our stormwater drainage pipes is in direct conflict with that direction down through there with those pipes. So we're having a little bit of a challenge trying to get O&G to get those lines removed so we can proceed on. We're already backlogged about 3 or 4 months. Well, we should have already started this project down Casper. So that's been a big focus on our project, trying to get that moving on before we get into a deadline with ORWB and our loan payments of what we got for that stormwater drain. So that's a pretty good overview of what we got going on in the city of major stuff, Mayor.
I left off 2 things in my mayor report. I'll jump on them real quick. First one for the cemetery, Thomas. Heard great things out there for Memorial Day, and completely slipped my mind. I don't know how, but Jeff Hamilton retired from the fire department Friday. That's 27 years of service. That will be a huge impact to the city of Wagoner. Jeff, whew, I'm gonna miss going to mutual aid calls and coming out and hearing people ask, who's that guy standing in the doorway smoking a cigar? It was fun and good to work with, and like I said, at his retirement party, when you got in the truck and you looked over and you saw Jeff sitting next to you, you knew you were going to be okay. So, that's all I have. Thank you.
Item number 16 is adjournment.
So made.
Second.
Have a motion second. Please call the roll.
Wagoner,
Yes.
Higginbottom,
Yes.
Sampson,
Yes.
Leonard,
Yes.
Roden,
Yes.
Wright,
Yes.
Abernathy,
Yes.
Butler.
Yes.
Meeting adjourned at 7:38. Like to call the Wagoner Public Works regular business meeting June 3rd at 7:38.
Item number 1 is consider approval of the minutes May 6, 13, and 23, 2024.
I'll make that motion to approve the minutes.
Second.
Have a motion second. Any discussion? Please call the roll.
Sampson,
Yes.
Wagoner,
Yes.
Roden,
Yes.
Higginbottom,
Yes.
Wright,
Yes.
Butler,
Yes.
Leonard.
Yes.
Item number 2, consider approval or denial of claims for May 2024 to include WPWA, to include numbers 193 through 212, which are manual warrants, and WPWA capital projects number 50.
Any discussion? Entertain a motion.
So made. Second.
Please call the roll.
Leonard,
Yes.
Abernathy,
Yes.
Wagoner,
Yes.
Roden,
Yes.
Wright,
Yes.
Higginbottom,
Yes.
Butler,
Yes.
Sampson.
Yes.
Item number 3 is chairman's report.
I handled all that in my mayor's report. Thank you.
Item number 4, consider approval of a lease with NASPO/Quadient Leasing USA Incorporated for Impress Cloud Solution via State of Oklahoma contract SW1008Q for mailing software.
Any discussion? Entertain a motion.
I'll make that motion.
Second.
Have a motion and a second. Please call the roll.
Sorry, I don't have a vote thing on this. Okay. Roden,
Yes.
Butler,
Yes.
Leonard,
Yes.
Wright,
Yes.
Wagoner,
Yes.
Abernathy,
Yes.
Higginbottom,
Yes.
Sampson.
Yes.
Item number 5, consider approval of a renewal addendum with Kinetic by Windstream for phone services identified by quote number 204967-custom special-MUL-OTC-20240501.
Any discussion? Entertain a motion.
Second.
Have a motion second. Please call the roll.
Who was my motion?
Kevin.
Thank you. Wright,
Yes.
Wagoner,
Yes.
Roden,
Yes.
Higginbottom,
Yes.
Sampson,
Yes.
Leonard,
Yes.
Abernathy,
Yes.
Butler.
Yes.
Item number 6, consider approval of an amendment with Windstream, amending the agreement identified by Windstream quote number 204967-380-custom special-MUL-OTC-20240501.
Any discussion?
The amendment basically gives us an early out clause.
Early out.
Yes.
So made.
Second.
Have a motion second. Please call the roll.
Wright,
Yes.
Wagoner,
Yes.
Higginbottom,
Yes.
Butler,
Yes.
Roden,
Yes.
Abernathy,
Yes.
Leonard,
Yes.
Sampson.
Yes.
Item number 7 is unscheduled public appearances.
There were none.
Item number 8 is departmental reports.
Ladies and gentlemen of the board, this past month, obviously with the storms we got hit pretty hard, twice in 1 week at the beginning of the week, with some pretty good damage into the storms, and then at the end of the week, we did have mutual aid with GRDA come in and help assist us in the beginning of the week, and then we also had City of Miami come in and help us with mutual aid at the end of the week with that mutual aid. As you're well aware of, I'm sure everybody is, have noticed the Claremore issues and everything that's took place up there. There is over 130 different linemen from other cities up there helping assist them with mutual aid. Wagner's been up there as well helping assist them and continues to from that standpoint. And it shows the value of mutual aid, whether it's in electric distribution or in the fire or any of that nature, how critical that is and those sources from that standpoint. We also have had some upgrades we've been doing to GRDA Sub 1 down there. That has been complete. We had a mobile sub in here this past 4 to 6 weeks. We was kind of worried that we was going to have a problem down there with our main sub with all the lightning and everything that we had taking place. But lo and behold, we went through that phase with the storms pretty good and didn't have any issues. Got those upgrades completed on that transformer and also doing some upgrades in the breaker aspect. We're also looking at sub 2 over there off of Martin Luther King with some upgrades in there, treating a breaker in front of the GRDA conversation. A lot of the problems we've had in the past off of sub 2 when we've had outages, it will knock GRDA plumb out. And when it knocks GRDA out, we have to wait till them to get down here to throw their side back in on the high side, not on the low side. We're in talks with them about putting a couple breakers in the front end of that, which will help speed that aspect up, allow our linemen and stuff to kick that breaker back in so we can cut those outage times way down in half by 3/4 from that standpoint. So that's about a $75,000 conversation that we're looking in the discussion of either a half and half or maybe GRDA will pay the full bill from that. Don't know just yet from that standpoint. From a wastewater distribution standpoint, we finally got in distribution, we finally got our DEQ permits. So the wastewater distribution guys have been busy waiting for the last 2 months to get the permits in from DEQ so we can make some much needed extension lines on wastewater distribution. They've been busy doing those as well and moving along. The limb clearing crew, as you are well aware of, and we know everybody's had limbs and debris and trash and everything else come through there. One of the challenges we've had in the brush department and limb clearing crew is people cutting up small logs and having those logs mixed in with the limbs. If we can get, and we may need to put a new policy in place, we'll be potentially bringing this forth to you guys in the future, but if we can get the limbs stacked in one pile and then the trunk stacked in another pile, it makes the guys' job a lot easier. They can get through the brush and chipped up quicker instead of having to separate it on site, and slows down that progress. So that's one of the challenges that department's been dealing with. They've been overloaded with it. I know the water department has helped them out, as well as some other departments in there trying to help speed that conversation up, and they've done a pretty good job staying on top of it to this point. But the month of May has been a wet May. It's been a stormy May and a lot of lightning issues going from that, but thankful for the rain. That's it. If you got any questions, if you got any, I'd be happy to entertain them.
Item number 9 is adjournment.
So many.
Second.
Have a motion and a second. Please call the roll.
Butler.
Yes.
Abernathy. Leonard.
Yes.
Wright.
Yes.
Higginbottom.
Yes.
Sampson.
Yes.
Wagoner.
Yes.
Roden.
Yes.
Meeting adjourned at 7:47. Bring mine. This is all like that.